Hey guys, what's going on? Matt from Mateo Valley Productions or Mateo Valley Wedding Films. And in this video, you are going to learn tips and tricks to improve on the public speaking. I know a lot of us are very anxious when it comes to talking in front of a bunch of people. I know I am, but I got a chance to speak with Caitlin of Wedding Words. She is a professional vow writer. So for people who need help with their vows, letters, speeches, anything like that for weddings, she is definitely the person to go to. In this video, you're gonna learn tips and tricks on how to become a better speaker. I really like the approach that she takes and the things that she thinks about. These little things will make a huge impact in the end. Hope you enjoy.
Hey there, I'm Caitlin Stanis with Wedding Words at weddingwords.us, and I am a wedding vow and speechwriter. Today we're going to talk about how to overcome the ever so popular public speaking fear. So this is really great if you are a maid of honor, the best man in a wedding, or even one of the parents of the bride or groom and you need to give a speech. Many people have this fear when it's their turn to take to the mic and say a few words. They're overcome with stress and anxiety just thinking about having to talk in front of 180 people. These tips are going to help you overcome that fear so you feel super confident come the big day. My first tip is to pay attention to your grammatical cues. So what this means is anytime you see a comma or a dash written within your speech, this is your signal to take a slight pause. And when you do, you will have the greatest level of impact.
And I truly can't express as a brother how thankful I am for that. You've been an unbelievably perfect fit to the Chiotis family at every point along the road. And I know I speak for the whole family when I say that we love you as one of our own.
I always say to practice your speech anywhere between 3 to 6 times before the wedding day, and this is going to really help you get that rhythm. So if you listen to other speeches that you really admire and captivate you, you're going to notice there's almost this type of melody, like when you listen to a song and you hear the melody of those notes. You want to create a melody to how you deliver a speech. So certain sentences are going to have an inflection, certain sentences you're going to, maybe deliver in a little more moody way or a sarcastic tone. So really practice that. And again, when you pay attention to your grammatical cues and you take that slight pause whenever you see a comma or a dash, it's going to help deliver that overall melody. My next tip is to speak much louder and more slowly than you think you need to. When we're nervous, we have a tendency to talk really quickly to try to get through the speech, or we talk really quietly to diminish ourselves and almost try to hide behind our quiet voice. So go ahead, and if you think you're speaking louder than you should or more slowly than you should, you're probably at the perfect volume and the perfect pace. Another tip to help with this, if you can't remember all of that, is to just pay attention to your body language and your posture. So for some reason when we're nervous, we also tend to want to hide within our own bodies, creating this kind of shell. And when we do this, we start to mumble, we start to get quiet. So just go ahead and pull your shoulders back, and simply remembering that body language, now you're automatically going to be louder and pronouncing your words more. So remember your body language.
You've always felt like family, and I'm forever grateful that you came into our lives. From the moment you two came into this world, yes, on the same exact day, you were destined to be together.
Now, even though you're going to be aware of your volume, also make sure that the venue has a microphone for you in advance of giving your speech. I can't tell you how many weddings I've watched where the maid of honor or the best man did not have a microphone, and it was really hard for all the guests to actually hear them. With that being said, even if you have a microphone, it's important to be conscious of how you're utilizing that. So make sure that the mic is not covering your face. This is going to be distracting, and the photographer and the videographer are going to miss out on getting good shots of you, as well as the couple isn't actually going to get to see your face while you're delivering the toast to them. And also make sure that you're not holding the mic too far away, because this is going to defeat the purpose of you actually having a microphone. It's not going to pick up on the volume of your voice. My next tip is to make sure you actually print your speech. I've watched so many gorgeous wedding videos, and I just cringe when I see the maid of honor or the best man holding up their iPhone to read a speech. It looks and feels super impersonal, and not to mention, I've heard about technical issues happening where they can't actually load the speech on their phone, and it makes for a super awkward moment. So make sure to print your speech. This will also make your photographer and videographer happy because the backlight from your phone can actually discolor your face in photos and video. So print 3 copies, keep one on you, one in a piece of luggage you'll have throughout the day, and give one to somebody that you trust at the wedding ceremony, that if something happens to the original copies, you can reach out to them to have that backup copy. And my last tip for you is for anyone who is worried about getting so emotional that they won't be able to actually get through their speech. And if that happens, allow yourself a moment to take a deep breath, recollect your thoughts, and calm your nerves. It may feel like eternity to you, but I promise no one else will even notice that you took that slight moment, and it'll be just what you need to be able to proceed forward with impact. And also remember why you're doing this. You want the bride or the groom to know how much you care about them, how much you love them, and how happy you are for them. So allow that to be your strength and motivation to get you through this speech, and know that you can always break down in tears after it's done, but that you're going to deliver the greatest level of impact if you can keep all of these things in mind. So best of luck. I know that you are going to do awesome, and it is going to be an absolutely amazing wedding toast if you follow these tips. If you need any other tips or have any other questions, or even if you want help writing your next speech, go ahead and contact me at the link below. My website is weddingwords.us, or you can also follow me on Instagram at weddingwords.us.